Well, how you do, Buckaroos? I have got another one sent to me by Mr. Todd Rennfor. Todd, you are the man. Thank you so much. You sent me a lot of great stuff. Um, Wiseblood, wood aged Baltic Porter, corrosion of conformity. 8.668 IBUs are the numbers, I believe, on this big Baltic Porter. Talking about style, I mean, most of you know Baltic Porter is just a bigger, usually higher ABV. It's a little sweeter, more of a robust porter, meaning it's higher in IBUs. It's just a bigger, larger, bigger, larger crushing version of its British counterpart. But there you go. I'm using my little I've got the it's a little sampler glass. I believe it's a 4 ounce. I'm not sure if it's a 4 or 5 ounce glass from White River, little Belgian glass. I like using these smaller glasses when I do high ABV beers, especially imperial stouts or in this case a Baltic porter. But I've used it when I've done big Belgian style strong ales as well. Oh, very interesting. This is a wood aged beer. I do have their website up, and I don't typically like to dwell on that, but I'm going to read just a touch. I listened to Few and Fueled by Fire, wood aged Baltic Porter, 8668. I guess that's all they really say about it. They don't give you any particular notes, which is okay with me. I don't like to really be influenced anyway. But I do like the brewer's website to give me the particulars. I like to know the facts. I like the Brewers website to be like Jack Webb on Dragnet and just give me the facts. Don't necessarily need you to give me tasting notes, but I like to know the ABV, IBU. If you can, give me malts used and hops used, but other than that, that's all right. Certainly can smell. You can smell. You can detect the wood on the nose, and there is some sweetness, almost I was going to say brown sugar, but it's also more of a molasses. It's really more of a molasses a note than brown sugar. You really detect a lot of big malt, big, big malt. Oh damn, that's freaking gorgeous. Oh yeah. Oh, that's what day like. I think I might pop a nutty. Holy cow. Oh wow, that's delicious. Wow. Holy cow. Oh yeah, that is good. 8668. I haven't had a lot by Three Floyds, but I'm trying. I can't get them in my man. I can't speak tonight. I can't get them in my neck of the woods, but I have had the zombie dust a couple times due to the generosity of friends. I've had the Alpha King again, courtesy of Todd Wrenn. From another friend, David Eddington. I had the oh, what was it now? Oh goodness gracious. Gumball head. Gosh, I went blank. I haven't had a lot from them. Everything. I mean, of course, I mean they're one of the most popular craft beer nerd, breweries, craft breweries. So, um, what can you say? Hold on, I got a burp. Excuse me. Well, I got it stuck right there. I feel it right there. There, I am detecting just hints of chocolate on the nose now. I'm still getting those hints of molasses that I talked about earlier. Maybe just very slight notes of vanilla as well. It's oh goodness, it is big. It's actually not as sweet as a lot of Baltic porters, but really what this thing has going for it again is those 68 IBUs that I referred to earlier. Again, it's enough to keep a big beer like this. Anytime you add a lot of malts, your concern is it going to be too sweet? Is it going to become cloyingly sweet? Is it going to be hard to drink? And it irritates a lot of my friends when I say this, but for me, the most recent offender that comes to mind is the 2015 Bourbon County Stout, at least the one that came to my neck of the woods. It was so cloyingly sweet, it was almost impossible to drink. Now, I've talked to friends in other parts of the country that said they loved it, but I've talked to other friends in my neck of the woods that had the same issue with it that I did. But again, it depends on what you're looking for. If you like syrup, you know, if you like to guzzle just sweet, sugary syrup, hey, that beer might have been for you. But what works here again is you've got that big 68 IBUs cleaning up all that sweetness at the end. And that's the thing. If you're going to add that much malt, if you're going to malt the hell out of it, which you need to do in an imperial stout, or in this case a Baltic porter, you've got to have enough hoppage. You got to have enough IBUs to make sure you can shut it down. And it's not just using hops. It's not just the IBUs. It's using the right hops. You need that right blend that's going to work with what you got going on. And like almost everything Three Floyds does, well, of course it works. It's absolutely brilliant. Again, this one is probably best at about 55 degrees. I had it in the fridge. I let it sit out for about 20 minutes before I opened it. And even in this short time that I've been talking, this 6 minutes, I have noticed that the aromas um, have become bigger as I've let it warm. The flavors meld together better as I've let it warm. So again, a beer like this, don't be afraid to let her warm. And again, now that I'm near the end of my little glass here, I am noticing more chocolate notes. It's almost like a mix. It's not quite a dark. It's not quite a milk. It's like it's like if you took a piece of good milk chocolate and you took a piece of 70% dark chocolate and you ate them at the same time. That's that's kind of the flavor of chocolate that I'm getting. I'm getting extremely slight dark roasted coffee right at the very end. Mm. The effervescence is the carbonation. The carbonation isn't big, but it is just it's bright. It's just enough to again to add the IBUs, the hoppage going on, just to really clean up that sweetness, which could get ugly if those things weren't in place. It's a great beer. I want to thank Todd for getting it to me. Wise blood wood. It doesn't say barrel aged. It just says wood aged. Wood. I got your wood right here, baby. Wood aged Baltic porter. Thanks, Todd, for getting it to me. Thanks, Floyd, for making it. Thank God for inventing beer. Woo, I'm just thankful for everything at the moment because that's what a beer like this will do for you. I'll be really thankful my wife puts out tonight, but that's another video. Anyways, I'm Todd the Beer Whisperer. We'll talk to you later. My dad used to say this thing when he was with something inspired him or excited him. He'd say, "Holy Moses, happy land, baby shit in Papa's hand." Papa said it didn't hurt, so baby let another squirt. Hey, this beer's fantastic. Wiseblood by Three Floyds. Thank you, Todd Rennfor. This thing's awesome.